was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close, I can taste it, wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I will prepare. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or is your place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan, yeah I got a backbone, designing my own program, I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared, to get to the top, yeah you must be rare, got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or is your place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another AniFriday, and gotta say this is not probably the happiest one. Although I do hope that your week has been or has treated you very well. I'm definitely attired up for a certain reason tonight. And that is, if you've seen my short earlier today, it was announced fairly early this morning that legendary mangaka Akira Toriyama passed away last week. And we are just now getting the reports that he is no longer with us. If you don't know Mr. Toriyama, he is the brains, the artist, basically everything that was Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I mean, even GT, Super, like he was involved in every single iteration of Dragon Ball to some degree, uh, and many of his other mangas being Doctor Slum. Uh, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, Doctor Slums, some of his games that I know him for, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, just so much. Oh, Blue Dragon, so just so much. Like he's he's been around for almost damn near 40 years. Actually, might be 40 years. What's up, Alex? Playing video games? Hell, Clifton. Timmy Tim Tim, what's up? Uh, Speaking of which, guys, if y'all want to come in, I have the uh, link pinned in the chat, so feel free. I also meant to say hello to X Twitter. This is the first night that I'm streaming over there. So, yeah. How you doing, Raquel? Nice to have you
I'm
here
doing
tonight.
good. Yeah. I kind of still reeling from the news I heard today. Really.
Yeah, that's what tonight's going to be about. It's going to be basically all about Toriyama. I mean, I just can't think of another subject deserving of being talked about. And even though I only do 2 hours, it's not enough. And he'll probably still get brought up for many more streams well, until there's nothing left to talk about, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and with the extensive history that he has, I don't see it ending for a while, and that's absolutely fine to me.
Same here. Like I want, I want like the Dragon Ball franchise to continue for many years to come.
Yeah, me too. Like, this this is a weird thing for I think people to understand is that this isn't like a Kintaro Mira death. He passed. I think it's 2-3 years ago now that he passed. The creator of Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
I I think it's very different in his passing in that when Mira passed, he wasn't done with Berserk. Like he was still writing the manga, and he didn't really have anyone to leave it to. Like he I think he had a few apprentices, but he was still very much the driving force, and there was because of how detailed his art was. Very few people can do his art. So I mean, when he left, and I mean nobody knew the end of the story, so I mean Berserk wasn't finished. So I mean, to me, rightfully so, people had a right to be worried about Mira's passing and the future of Berserk because it's very unsure.
Mm-hmm.
But it did get left to probably the best person it could have been left to, and I believe it was left to a friend or a former uh, assistant of his that he had created a deep relationship with and had talked about the ending of Berserk. So, and that's all we can ask for is that it's going to be done by the best person that it can be done by. With Mr. Toriyama's death today, essentially he did finish his story. I mean, I know people don't like GT, but it he had finished it, and even though Super did come back and retconned it, he was involved in Super. I forget the guy's name that was doing Super. I'll find it out, or someone will tell me in the chat in a minute. But yeah, so he kind of handpicked the guy, from what I understand, and so even though Mr. Toriyama is not going to be around anymore, the guy was handpicked, and the fans really liked what he was doing with Super. So I mean, I think it will continue, and then we also have what you might call it, Daima coming up, which
Mm-hmm.
Toriyama did work on, and it was his last project, and it's actually coming out soon. So I mean, it means that we hopefully, I think he at least left a Bible or seen enough of it through to the end that we're not going to be getting some randomness later on.
Right.
DBZ is the goat, Tim. Which, by the way, guys, if y'all want to come in, the link is in chat. Uh, it's pretty much open mic night for anyone that wants to come in and talk. So feel
Well,
free. Mir died in 2001. So, yeah, okay. His work was picked up by his best friend. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you, T-shirt, for informing me. GT has the best transformations. It has some cool transformations, that's for sure. The guy was from A and F fanfic. Yes, yes. If I remember right, it was Dragon Ball AF fanfic is where he got picked up from. Oh, but how you feeling about all this, Raquel?
I'm just I'm really sad to hear about his passing. That was my childhood right there. I mean, the first it wasn't really the first, but it was the second anime series that I got into when I was in mm, probably your fifth or sixth grade at the time. Actually, sixth grade. Actually, and I remember like when I get off the school bus, I would go home, go upstairs, and watch Dragon Ball Z on the big cube box TV that they had back in the day. There was no
Oh, I remember
DVDs,
those.
just VHS tapes.
Oh, you mean VHS tapes?
Yeah,
Those
VHS
crazy things.
tapes. Yeah, no
Yeah.
DVDs. Um, yeah, it was on satellite TV. I only got like 100 channels. That was it. Yeah, like
Oh, you had to do satellite. That's ugh.
yeah, I had satellite. Like if you would I would get the newspaper and get the TV guide. It was in the newspaper. Find out what show I would like to watch, and like, oh, it's right here. Channel 120, Dragon Ball Z. I will immediately go to that channel because, and when I get off the bus, I make sure I jogged back home because it was satellite TV. I couldn't, rewind back or anything like that to see it. So if I miss 5 minutes of the show, then I miss 5 minutes of the episode. And,
Right.
like, yeah.
Nah, I feel you. That was me too. Like, so it's same. Like, Dragon Ball Z was definitely a big part of my childhood growing
Mm,
up. It definitely that early Toonami block before it was the Toonami block. They showed it or started showing it before that, and then Toonami came along and just kind of got integrated into that afternoon anime, and it was like that perfect time. I think it was around 4:30 is when it started,
it was three
and
o'clock for me. Like three.
was it 3 o'clock?
Well,
Uh,
it was like four, and then they pushed it to like. Let's see. It was maybe it was not four, but I think it was yeah, it was 4 o'clock, but he pushed it back to like I don't know, like 3:50. I'm like, damn it, I was saying 5 minutes of the show. No.
yeah, I seem to remember like I was getting off the bus and I had like 20-30 minutes before the whole block kind of started, and I didn't want to miss any of it.
Anything. No.
Yeah, and like like my afternoon snack, or my snack for watching Dragon Ball was a Swiss roll and a cold glass of milk. And I remember watching it, being avidly glued to the TV for Dragon Ball, and it was like, I could probably say that that afternoon block was one reason why I failed school, but really I was just fucking lazy. Um,
Like watch the show first and then homework later, right?
what the fuck's homework? It was watch anime and then play video games. There wasn't any time for studying. I was a I was a fat kid who quit sports to watch cartoons on Saturdays, and then they started doing them through the week, and I was just like, hell yes to all this. Astro, what's up?
Hey,
Like, oh my god, I think my worst story, and I say worse, is because it's a little embarrassing. So it was right after they finally got done with the Frieza saga, right?
right.
So we're at the end of the Frieza saga, and they're doing bumpers and pilots. Oh, looky, we got a Cliffy. What up,
Hey,
Cliff?
Hey, Clifton.
my life there for a moment.
But
Hey, Miguel.
Hello.
what you doing, man?
Oh, I just basically woke up. You know,
Oh,
like
so you're nice and
always.
fresh. You're me at 4 o'clock this morning and just kind of hopping into Leon's stream to say hey, and then he's like, Ronan, get on the stream. Come on, I'll send you the link. I'm like, okay, I got 20 minutes. Let me hop in.
I've been up since 6 a.m.
Oh, 4:30 for me.
Oh man.
That's how I found out about this so freaking quick. Is I have this bad habit of, as soon as I roll out of bed, I check YouTube thinking that I'm going to have 10,000 subscribers, because I'm like, oh, I uploaded a video last night. It's done well, right? No, that never how it goes. But you can never be surprised, right? Never not be surprised.
I do the same thing. I roll out of bed. Okay, did anyone text me or something this morning? Nope. Okay, good. I'm back to bed.
Oh, nice. Oh, Astro, are you at that con this weekend? The one in Washington? But yeah, and so I'll check YouTube, and then my next stop is Twitter, and I actually found out about it through the Anime 101 chat, and people were posting it up saying RIP Toriyama, and I was like, okay, did somebody read a bad article? Because this is like the fifth time the internet has declared Toriyama passed. And I was like, okay, let me look and do some research. And yeah, no, like I was taken back, and like, no, this is real. And
Yep.
I can't, I still really can't believe it. Not that I thought he was going to last forever, but he just still seemed
68
like,
is
He's
not
68. He's
Yeah,
he's still young.
exactly.
yeah, like I've not heard of any bad health issues. I mean, he basically works when he wants to work now, is from what it sounded like. I now you tell me Tagashi has passed, and I'm more than likely going to believe it, because he has been in such bad health for the last 20 years that I could believe him passing any day now.
I would say the
Um,
same thing for what's that guy? I don't know if you said it or not, like Ronan, but the
uh,
creator for Hunter x Hunter.
yes, Yoshihiro Tagashi.
Mm-hmm. Because he's been like I worried for his health too, because he's been making as of recently he's been
Nice.
taking hiatus after hiatus and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like I said. I mean, he had just gotten back to writing Hunter x Hunter, and I think he got 2 volumes in, and then he had to take a break again. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I kind of want him to finish, but uh, he's at least leaving a manifesto for if he does pass unexpectedly that the studio knows where to go with it.
Hmm.
So we at least have an idea. Like he's got 3 or 4 different endings now. But
Mm.
yeah, the Toriyama passing just it feels like it's out of nowhere.
It was just totally came out of left field.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
me, at least, I'm like, are you for real? And then so what's after Dragon Ball Daimia is all said and done, what's next? Because I know from what the letter said that he had projects that were he was middle of doing but weren't finished. I don't know what those projects are. I don't know if they could be ever revealed or what.
not.
I don't really know. It's a toss up at this point. Um,
Yeah,
I
I'm.
have it's still a toss up at this juncture where these popular franchises that Akira Toriyama did. Um, I don't know to be honest. We're just gonna go here from here on out.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's like anything new that he was working on. I don't know where it's gonna go. And but the cool thing about his style and his art, or his art style, I should say, is that it's been around for so long. It's not as in depth as people would like to think it is.
Oh yeah.
That
Any anime fan has been drawing Dragon Ball figures for ever.
Oh, dude, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to download Dragon Ball uh, art off of the internet, very early internet. It would take forever to download a picture. You can't just copy and paste one anymore.
Oh yeah, you would, and before it even loaded up, you would get all the lines everywhere.
Oh yeah, like almost
Yeah,
like
a
a
printer.
printer, a old
Yeah.
school printer or something like that. But yeah, I'd have them, and I swear my mom wanted to kick my ass because I would use every bit of the printer ink, and every time that she'd go to try to print something out, no printer ink. Because why? Because I have a folder of anime art, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, uh, folder of it, and I'm literally taking paper, like I'm taking printer paper and throwing it over the top of it and tracing the lines and everything, and trying to draw Dragon Ball Z, and I just I it's I wish I had kept up with it because the Toriyama art style is, I think, so ingrained in people, and he had many uh, students or assistants,
Mhm.
or I think it's assistants is what they call them over there, and I'm sure somebody could pick up a pen and draw similar to him. Like you can still tell when it's him behind the pen and a student,
Hmm.
because he was always the one that would do the keyframes.
Right.
So the big close ups or the big action shots and stuff, it would always be him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
For Dragon Quest, I'm not too familiar with that franchise, but I am familiar with this franchise, which kind of reminds me of the same franchise. I think it has connections to it and to Akira Toriyama. It's called Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai.
oh
Um,
yeah,
I think the creator and the illustrator who did that series, in my personal opinion, could, like, taking the reins of the of the Dragon Quest for Akira Toriyama.
Uh, yeah. Toriyama was definitely involved in early Dragon Quest designs. Most
Mm-hmm.
of the monsters and the core character designs was him, but I don't, and I know he was still involved in some later on into some capacity. But yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think. What am I trying to do here? Oh, here it is. Ta-da! Yeah, Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
So this was old Dragon Quest, and it's or the old Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm not too familiar with, but because what was it? I was told, I think, by you, Raquel, that it has a very abrupt ending to it.
The original series does have a abrupt ending to it. I don't know exactly sure if it was canceled or discontinued, but there is a reboot version of this anime, which I hope will still continue till the end of the story.
Mhm.
Yeah, the new one I am fairly into, episode 15 or 16, and Jesus Christ, it's actually like the old one actually looks pretty good. It looks
Yeah,
pretty
let's
on
see.
par, but it's
Dragon
definitely
Quest,
dated.
written by Riku Sanjo and illustrated by Koji Inada. Sorry if I'm butchering those names.
It's
But
all
yeah,
good.
um, I would definitely see those guys. Like, if it happens, I wouldn't mind if those guys like take the reins of the Dragon Quest franchise for Kiria Tomiyama.
Yeah, and I mean the trailer that I have right now is for the newer series that started in 2020 2021, I think. And this is the one that I've been watching, and it is very, very good. And you can still, like, you can see a hint, or you can see, I shouldn't say a hint, but you can see the Toriyama art style in it. But
Mm,
even so, it does look like they've, because they've made it, it's very CG, very computer generated. It's so it had to change a little bit because Toriyama worked on 2D on a 2D
mm-hmm.
plane. So he, the making it from 2D to 3D, you're going to see a bit of a change,
Right. Like,
but
I
uh,
know
but it looks so good.
it is. It definitely
Okay.
is. I have the like 4 volumes of the manga so far, and I'm loving it. Uh, and yeah, I'm not sure how many volumes it has. Let me look.
What you thinking about it so far,
37,
T-shirt? 37.
37 volumes. Yes.
Oh, it's probably like 100 episodes. It's probably finished then, if I had to guess. If they cut a few things out of it, but
And,
if
mm,
y'all don't mind, I've got a slight tribute that I was working on before
sure.
stream. It it's not finished. It's not great, but it's something that I've been working on since I got home because I had the ability to, because I wanted it for tonight. So it's about 30-40 seconds long. So shouldn't
Yeah,
be
dude.
uh shouldn't be too long. But this is definitely going to get me a copyright strike, but I don't care. It's for Mr. Toriyama, so screw it. That's it, and that was it.
Nice.
Your camera's like goofing.
He's a ghost.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, nice.
Enjoyed the video.
It's got
Mm-hmm.
It
That
was
was pretty
literally like the
sweet.
next. Same, man. I was happy that I started it when I did.
I'm totally forgetting that the
But thank you.
Sandland video game's coming out soon.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be an RPG. So, which I'm not exactly sad about.
I'm not really
World could use some more RPGs.
I'm not really very familiar with that franchise, but I definitely wanted to get the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's I don't think too many people were familiar with it because Sandland is it's fairly old. I remember it premiering back in Shonen Jump when I was getting Shonen Jump. And so it's been a while, and I know we just had the movie of
Mm-hmm.
it come out last year, I want to say. And yeah. Plus, I do want to say that, I mean, if you're a Dragon Ball fan and you're like kind of dying for some Dragon Ball gameplay, and we obviously don't have the old Budokai stuff, even though you could get them a certain way.
There's like other franchise I haven't really touched or anything like that. Like Doctor Slump is one. I haven't really dived into the actual Dragon Quest. Chrono Trigger, um, Sandland, Blue Dragon, um, Jocko the Galactic Patrolman. What's the other series?
Really?
Its name Kaijika, I think it's called. Yeah, like yeah. There's a lot of works that he has done that I'm not really familiar with. And I will, I want to take my time getting to know them really. But yeah, something that for myself I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah. I mean, they got Xenoverse, which isn't on sale, but there's a sale right now on Bandai games, and some of the Dragon Ball games are on sale, like Xenoverse and Fighters Z. Plus, we have Sparking Zero coming up, which is the spiritual successor to the Budokai Tenkaichi series, which I'm massively hyped for because I don't think I spent more time in a game than I did in Tenkaichi 2. I played the ever loving shit out of that game. Like just all the time, over and over
I
and over
have
and
a
over.
lot. I have a lot of fond memories of those, but basically, once you've figured out what you have to do, every move, like every fight was basically the same. At least for me.
It was because no, that wasn't the one where you could level up the like a single attack. That was a Xenoverse that did that. That was one disappointment I had about Xenoverse was that you could just if you got a basic attack and you just like you got the Kamehameha,
Yeah.
and you could level it up and it would just wreck everything. Tits and ray guns, how you doing, man?
Hey.
Hello.
It is. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for Sparking. What game has the best fan service? Probably anything that was dealing with what was that freaking series? Oh my god, I forgot about it. But Yeah, okay. Here's the Bandai Namco sale. Here's what I was looking for. So you got Xenoverse 2 for $10. The Sandland game that's coming out. I own way too many of these games. But yeah, I'm actually these are a lot of their new ones coming out.
Mm,
But yeah, I'm excited because I picked up Dragon Ball Z Kakarot today.
sweet.
Nice.
I found a pretty good deal on the Ultimate bundle for it, and I've been wanting to play it for a long time, but because I don't play games so much anymore, I can never convince myself to spend full price on it. So I picked up this today because it was a good price, and I think if I get time this weekend, I am going to stream as much of it as I can.
Nice. Looking forward to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I've heard very, very good things about it. Very positive on here. Plus, the pack that I got, it has all the DLC except for the season 2 pass and apparently the new content that is starting to come out, which is Goku's New Journey, which came out at the beginning or last month actually, which is crazy considering this game's 3 years old and it's still getting DLC.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hell, that means they're just still working on it, which is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Man,
that's my plan for this
I
weekend.
remember playing Dragon Ball Z on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about too. Oh wait, are you talking about the Dragon Ball the card fighting game?
No, I'm talking about you start off as training with Gohan.
As Piccolo?
Okay.
With Piccolo, yeah. But as Gohan.
Mm.
Uh, that is one thing that Dragon Ball has had so much of too is games. Like just so many freaking games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I definitely see the games of Dragon Ball continuing. I'm just not really sure about with future anime series and stuff like that. I really don't know. I hope the continuation of the story, but it's really a toss up at this point. Um, with Dragon Quest, um, there's a possibility that it could continue, but with the lesser known series of his works, I doubt it. I just really see that the ones that have more a lot of popularity and a lot of support from the fans, there is like a big possibility that that could still continue, but only
yeah.
time will tell, really, at this point.
Yeah. If I remember right, Legacy of Goku was only on the Game Boy Advanced. This is the only game that's popping in my mind that was for color.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was, but that looks about right.
I played the ever loving crap out of this too when I had my GBA. And the little sprites don't look too bad. But
No.
like you use cards and stuff to do the attacks, and it was challenging.
Yep.
Oh, this makes me actually want to play this now. And I mean,
Retro gaming stream.
yeah. And I mean the pictures weren't too bad. I don't think I remember what I was ever doing. And I think you could go up to Super Saiyan in this. No, actually, okay, so it went all the way to the Boo Saga. So yeah, you could go Super Saiyan 2.
Sweet.
Yeah, this game was crazy fun. I always wanted to get Goku. loved the legacy. Or wait, is this the actual gameplay?
Tracking all Dragon Ball Legacy of Goku games. Goku games? Don't you mean Dragon Ball?
Um, well, they were called Goku because I guess marketing reasons. Where
Yeah.
the freak did he just have them up? There it is. See, I don't remember playing Boo's Fury.
I
I
remember that
played
one.
the first two.
I remember the first one, but the rest of it, I don't.
Mm. Yeah,
Alpha
man.
Centauri. Dang. But yeah, I remember getting both of these, loving these. I don't remember actually picking up Boo's Fury though. That's driving me nuts now. These were great games. Like RPG style, and you got to run around, very Legend of Zelda like.
Yeah.
And yeah, just play through the universe.
Snake Wave thing must have been. It's like, how long is this gonna go?
They made it into a maze, if I'm remembering correctly. So it wasn't like it just a straight thing, and then you got to
No, of course
fight
not.
bosses and stuff.
Yeah, you have to save every 4 hours and then continue the next day on the path.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, maybe
Uh,
this was the one you were talking about. The GT looks like a beat 'em up.
Cool.
Yeah, GT was, I think, the only Dragon Ball related stuff that Akira Toriyama didn't have a hand in.
I think he even later said that it's not his.
Yeah, he actually did have more of a hand in it than people think. Like he was still there. He was still very much helping out with it. I don't think he was as involved with the animation or the character designs, if I remember correctly. And surprisingly, I don't know where people get the idea that it didn't do good, because if you look back at the numbers for it, GT was doing just as well as Z was.
I guess people just have mixed feelings of it, really.
I think because it was lighter on the fighting, because the first half of GT is more like OG
Adventure.
Dragon Ball.
Right.
Uh,
I think
and
think
then
many.
they
Oops, sorry.
change it after, I want to say, the baby invasion. That they change it to where it's just mainly fighting, and then the Shenron stuff, Shenlong stuff.
Shenron.
Yeah, Shenron.
I just don't understand, like, why they just Trunks as a nerd, as a I mean, he doesn't really look like a nerd. He's more like, what are those professors that are looking for like ancient artifacts? That's what the look.
Archaeologist.
Yeah, that's what the outfit they gave him reminds me of.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I could see that. That's not really when I think of
it's
Future
hard.
Trunks, I think of him wearing the capsule boots, the jacket, the black tank top, and the pants and belt. So it's definitely different, and I can see why people were like, what the heck? Why are they addressing Trunk as a nerd?
Well, I mean, that wasn't future Trunks, is the thing. It was present timeline Trunks. So that was baby Trunks from the Cell Saga. So it makes a little more sense that they would want to try to differentiate
Right.
that Trunks from future Trunks
Yeah,
because that
Future
one
Trunks had
hadn't.
to fight whenever, since he was a kid. This Trunks
Yeah,
had a relatively, peaceful
yeah.
life.
There was yeah, future Trunks had to fight since he was a kid, and present Trunks, there was a number of years there that he kind of got to live comfortably after the death of Boo.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like he wasn't as strong, and I like GT in certain areas, but I think it is good that it's been more or less retconned by Super.
Right.
And I actually
But
liked Super. I know there are a lot of people who don't like Super that much.
I like Super.
yeah, I think Super has. I think people like at the time. I don't remember anybody saying anything horribly bad about Super, except for certain episodes where the animation was kind of lax and done poorly because they were putting out an episode a week and they were running it between, I think, 3 studios, if I remember right. And there was just a bunch of issues with it. I think when it does finally come back, I think they'll take a different approach to it instead
Mhm.
of trying to just pump out the episode after episode after episode.
Could be. I want some more my.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a cute little relationship that they had going on.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm kind of in a Dragon Ball mood, Toriyama mood. Really wish I could get a version of Dragon Quest 8 and play it actually. Ooh, I might still have my 3DS version of Dragon Quest 8 now that I'm thinking about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that game shot up to like $80 too now.
Damn.
80 or 100. Uh oh man,
That's
I might actually have my special little Dragon Quest 8 uh 3DS pouch around somewhere that I now use for D&D dice.
Mhm.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not worried about any of the future Dragon Ball products. As far as I'm concerned, Dragon Ball's been done since Boo, and anything else after that is just kind of been
Boom.
okay. More Dragon Ball, I'll watch it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get
yeah.
too mad about it.
Yep. Definitely.
And anything we haven't seen, if we haven't seen it, then how do we know what was Toriyama's and what is whoever picks it up and just runs with it?
Oh,
I
that
just
reminds me.
yeah.
I I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but is the Dragon Ball Super manga still ongoing, or has that finished?
It is still going from what I understand. Actually, yes, it is still going because I just seen someone talking about the latest chapter the other day. Yeah.
So Akira didn't have like I'm sure he had a hand on that, but he's not the only one
Mm,
working on it.
I like I said, he passed it off to the new guy. Like he pretty much is letting the new guy do whatever he wants. Like I'm sure that once they actually started talking, he probably uh, used Tyrion or I can't talk now. Toriyama's input, so I wouldn't be surprised if Toriyama did pop in the studio or if they were on speed dial or Zoom or whatever the heck they used to communicate. But I think it was mainly the new guy that was doing the majority of the storytelling and
Right.
the drawing.
So it might be possible we might see, anime from that continuation of the manga. Possibly.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna finish or continue that. There's already a lot of story, and they have no reason to not continue with it. I mean, Toho likes money. Dragon Ball Z prints money, or Dragon Ball prints money. You put it
Right.
out there, and people are going to buy it regardless. I'm one of those people. I might not like everything about it, but I'll still buy it, enjoy it, watch it. You know,
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
yeah. Like I said, I couldn't imagine that, or like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, is that because of the way that Toriyama kind of handled everything, I I couldn't imagine that any projects that he was involved in, them just stopping them. Whether it's in poor taste or not, I really couldn't say. Uh,
I mean, they're probably going to, add something to in memory of and stuff like that. I think they can do it in
yeah,
good good way.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time, before Super, it'd been, what is it? GT was in 96 to 98, I want to say.
Well, you're
So,
forgetting Dragon Ball Kai, but I
Hmm?
don't
huh?
Dragon Ball Kai.
Oh, he had nothing to do with Kai. That was,
Dragon
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Kai was, if I understood that correctly, was just Dragon Ball Z without the filler.
To me,
yes.
it was like remastered that was polished too much.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with Kai. Like, what I can say about Kai, if you want a kind of a quick and dirty of DBZ, watch Kai. Um, but there's still something about the original series that they've, for some reason, fucking, they can't remake the series faithfully, and they won't. And I mean, at this point, I don't think they will, because they don't want to.
They shouldn't. They
But
should just keep, because I mean,
because
it
what was it?
looks great.
That they keep trying to remaster the music, which you can't get better than perfect. I'm sorry.
I forget the composer's name. But the music in the ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z is my favorite.
Yeah,
I think his name
but
is Bruce Faulkner. I think his name
think
is.
you're right on
Name
that.
sounds
Like,
familiar.
there's been so many people that's had their hand in Dragon Ball Z over the years that it, it, uh, it would take more than this stream for me to search some of that stuff down. But yeah, no, the like Kai, I think, is okay to to a certain point, but I don't know. It still just doesn't feel right.
No, it's just like to me, it felt like it felt like it was with the Dragon Ball Kai series. Forgive me for saying this. It felt like it was like a polished turd.
No, I mean, you're not exactly wrong on that. I didn't watch a lot of it because, I mean, back in the day, they'd rerun Dragon Ball so freaking much, and then by the time Kai came out, I just was like, I don't need to really watch it. I mean, I think I had a weekend where I was finally off, and I caught maybe in the middle of a marathon, which was the Cell Saga, and
Mhm.
I could tell immediately. Not only was there something wrong with it, but there's they what they had done and what Kai actually was. Like, I initially thought that Kai was being ran, and just they were just, at that time I didn't really understand a lot about anime, so I thought they were just redrawing um, Z and making it look prettier. Like that was my initial impression was Kai is just a prettier Z.
Yeah, because if you watch the original Dragon Ball, you can see the green in the animation. But with Dragon Ball Kai, they got rid of that to the point it looks off.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very weird. Actually, I think some of the best rendition, render, not remakes of classic scenes are done in the games because I've seen like that's one reason why I'm excited to play uh, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is that I've seen a lot of the cutscenes from that game already, and they look very good. Like they look similar to the way Super Dragon Ball Super Superhero looked. Woke Breaker, what's up?
Hey.
But yeah,
Yeah, no, great. Brandon has been a bit, lacking when it comes to watching Dragon Ball with me and stuff.
that's it.
It's been a while since we've reviewed any of it, but yeah, definitely. Once we finish the Dragon Ball original, we're going to go to Z, and I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be Z that we're watching and not
Oh
Kai.
yeah, like what or like when I was like in 6th grade, I was not aware that Dragon Ball Z was the second series.
I'll be
Uh,
right back.
so it's like, oh, okay, this is not the original series. Dragon Ball
Yeah,
is the original series. So
I mean,
I
they
watched,
basically put it all
yeah,
together. If you're getting the manga, it's all Dragon Ball.
right. But at the time, like when I was watching Dragon Ball Z, I had like no idea it was the second series from Dragon Ball. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, okay. So I watched Dragon Ball, and then I went back to Dragon Ball Z, and then from there and so forth, GT and Super.
yeah, no, and I mean, Dragon Ball Z really picks up like right after Dragon Ball ends,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh yeah.
yeah, because earlier on Twitter I was saying like the first episode I ever saw was like the second to last episode of Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm not sure if you remember this, Brandon. But when Ocean,
Brandon's
like
here.
when they still had Ocean Dub appearing on American television before Funimation picked up on it. I was watching, the beginning of the episode, and it went all the way to Planet Namek, where Goku was going at Raccoon, and then the next day, without any reason, and I went all the way back to episode 1. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
From what I'm told, because they were running behind on production, and that's why they to give themselves more time to do further episodes. You know, because the television was way too caught up. So
Mhm.
that's why they dialed it back all the way back to number 1, so they have like more time to produce more episodes. Like
Yeah,
that's what I thought
Because
was funny.
dubbing back in that day was horrible. But Cliff, when
Yeah.
y'all get to Z, if you're interested, let me know because I'm sure I can find a way to do this. But I have the
Oh, you got the
VHS
VHS
Oh
tapes?
crap, dude.
Yeah.
Ocean dub
Oh yeah,
VHS.
I have
This is with Drummond as Vegeta.
I got the
Cool.
VHS tapes too. I got the whole series, Dragon Ball Z. Not Dragon Ball, unfortunately, but I'll eventually get them. But I also have Dragon Ball Z on DVD. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them, like
So
the orange blocks and the some of the blue blocks from Dragon Ball.
So I can at least take you up to the Frieza saga. With
No, wait
this.
a minute. Like,
Honestly, that's my favorite
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Brandon, can you bring that thing? Can you bring that back up, just for a minute? So that's the Frieza saga. Okay.
That is Frieza saga.
Yep.
Yes.
Did they ever like? I don't think they ever released a DVD set for the Frieza saga
They
on
didn't?
DVD.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did.
No. I try to find that. It's all just individual discs. There's no box set.
Well, I can get it in Spanish in a box.
I looked and I got the Vegeta saga.
They had to have. I couldn't imagine that they wouldn't have, because that's like one of the more well, to me, one of the more liked sagas.
Well, let me look real quick.
Probably called the Namek saga is what it's called.
Yeah.
Here's this Dragon Ball or box set DVD, Dragon Ball Z, the Namek Saga DVD set mint. Because
You got
they
the Sand saga, the Frieza saga, and you got the Garlic Junior saga. Okay.
because they had a bad habit of how they name stuff.
Ball
Because I
Z,
actually think
Frieza
the
saga,
Namek Saga
the box.
is like you have the Namek Saga and then it goes into the Frieza Saga. Like that entire fight with Frieza is, I think, called the Frieza Saga, even though it's still just part of the Namek Saga.
Yeah, but no, I do here on eBay found the Dragon Ball Z Series 1 the Namek Saga.
Is that
DVD
part of the from the Frieza saga?
Yeah, it goes the entire from episode 1 it start to
That's
well the
weird.
the Namek. It starts when they leave for Namek to get the Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
From the look of it.
Oh, here it is. The Frieza saga on VHS. But let's see here. This is the manga of the not the manga, the
You need to
Namek
technically
saga.
get the Frieza Saga on VHS.
I'm trying to.
Because I guess Ocean did a little bit more than I thought they did.
Does it
Because
say?
I don't have the entire Frieza fight. I think it just goes up to where Goku turns Super Saiyan.
Oh, okay.
Although I am not paying that price.
Yeah, no. I just saw through like what was it? I think like 6 or 7 DVDs. They're wanting freaking 350 euros.
Oh no, I want all the VHSs in the box sets like I have. Like
Yeah.
if it exists, I want it because it's cool.
No, I'll say this. I don't know what the difference between the Ocean dub and Funimation, because you see when I was in Germany at the time when it was when I got to watch it on TV, so I've seen it in German.
So it's voice actors, it's music composers. Like when Funimation got hold of it, and that's actually one of the reasons why they restarted the series, was that we originally had the Ocean dub, and then when Funimation got a hold of it, they went back and redubbed the entire thing, and they wanted the Funimation version to run, not the Ocean version.
Yeah.
Well, hold a minute. How many episodes was the Friga Saga?
Hell if I know.
Damn, I had it
There
open
actually might
earlier.
be more VHSs than I thought because I'm sitting
No,
here
no,
looking and
don't
it goes all
worry.
the way to Boo.
Don't worry.
I don't know. I'm looking for me now. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go VHS hunting. Ooh, they got a perfect Cell saga VH. Yeah, they did do that with Cell too. Now that I remember, because they did that. The entire Android saga is not the entire Android saga. Like you have the Android saga, then you have the Cell saga, then you have the perfect Cell saga. It's freaking annoying to me.
Yeah, it's freaking huge.
Why are they? It is not 80. You know how much I paid for both of those box sets? Less than $20 for both of them. Like I think I got one for $5 and the other for $10.
Okay, 10 DVDs. So they should have the whole set on DVD. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's not showing me exactly how many DVDs there are, but it's damn.
Says there, from what I'm seeing here, it has 3. Okay, there's 3. Okay, nine DVDs in that set, but
Although it does
I'm
go by volumes,
showing,
doesn't it?
Something like that. Although this is the one, like the one thing, but this is the bad thing about when a creator like Mr. Toriyama passes, is that stuff like this jumps up for no reason.
Yep.
Like, I would not be buying any of this stuff for, I don't know if you call it scare pricing or, I guess nostalgia pricing is probably a more
Yeah, that's
apt
probably
word. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying anything Dragon Ball right now because that's the stores, that's the secondhand people, that's the scalpers.
Yeah, I think if you like got the news like right when it came out and then went and
Yeah.
bought everything that you could, it would have been fine. But by now, yeah, the prices are jacked up.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
and they'll come back down. I don't. This is the thing about anime is that it is mass produced, and there's no. What makes things expensive is scarcity. Like we'll never see a comic book like Action Comics #1, with Superman, because when that thing came out, no one thought comic books were basically worth less than toilet paper,
Yeah,
right? So
and
they would use them for everything. That's why
would have
people are
like
finding them in
5
their
cents
walls.
from it
That's why
on it.
people ripped them up.
Yeah.
They were nothing
Yeah,
until later on they became nostalgic.
I mean,
So
I mean, isn't it just like the Star Wars toys? When you're a kid, you get a Star Wars toy, and you're like, no, damn it, I want to play with it.
I mean, yeah, to an extent, I would say, but I don't even think Star Wars has ever seen the kind of pricing that what we have seen, because that was another thing is
Unless you got the
toys were
Gina
toys. They weren't.
Yeah,
They
unless you
weren't
got the
really.
Gina Carano Black Series, then
I mean, but yeah, when things shoot up in price, it's going to be because they were never thought to be collectible. But people now they buy 2 of the same toy
yeah,
to
to
freaking
do exactly that. Yeah,
yeah, to either play or display, and then put one away for collectibles, or something that comes out like Turtles. Turtles was a new comic that came out. It wasn't old, and it became a freaking cultural hit. That's
Yep.
why it gets expensive. And honestly, the only ones that are going to be expensive are going to be the anything done by Eastman or anything done by Laird. Anything else is just kind of like it's Turtles. The bad thing is that anything Dragon Ball, like the mangas are not going to be worth a whole lot. What's going to be worth a whole lot is anything that was in Toriyama's studio. That's what's going to be money, or something that he sold to charity or whatever, or some art
Mhm.
that he did for somebody that was a one-off.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not going to be Dragon Ball #1. It was mass produced.
Oh yeah. No, you can get that anywhere.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is they've been reproduced as well on top of that. And it's when you collect for anime, you collect because you like the show. You
Yeah.
don't collect to think that you're going to get a profit later on. I mean, even the statues aren't going to be worth anything. They're not going to increase in value, and it's not. If they do, it's going to be because it was like I know they have like almost life size style statues that are one of 10 or one of 50, or they basically make them in limited quantity,
Yeah.
and there's kind of that built in price to where they might go up, but they have to be made by the right company on top of that.
Oh yeah. And
So yeah,
honestly,
anime collecting is just
I had a
weird.
few Dragon Ball toys as a kid. They're not the best quality.
No, I think I had the same ones, the ones that had the springs in the hands, and they would put the plastic ball in them,
Yeah,
and you could shoot them.
like
Yeah,
they
I
were
had
they
those.
were fun, but definitely not quality.
Yeah, and I mean, outside of nostalgia, I don't see that stuff going up. But I've been wrong before. I mean, I never would have thought that old school Pokemon cards would sell for what the hell they sell for. But
Oh yeah, or
go figure with that one.
yeah, the Pokemon, yeah, any cards really, like the Pokemon cards, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, I mean, even the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I can't believe they sell for what they sell for, because as much as they reprint Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
yeah,
I I couldn't imagine. Like there's 10 million different versions of Blue Eyes White Dragon.
yeah, right,
Go figure why the one from the original Legend of Blue Eyes is like $3,000. Go figure.
yeah,
But hey, whatever. If people are willing to pay it, I guess. I mean, I remember when those things went for like $2 on eBay.
yeah. Uh, the original starter deck for Yugi. Like
Oh,
a friend and I, we kind of like, let's find a game, that we can play, get some cards and stuff like that. Let's play Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah.
And I was looking into that because, I was like, you know what? I remember, that was a pretty cool deck, for a starter deck. Let's look at,
Oh, the
damn, the
Blue Eyes
prices
deck
on those
was
things.
way better. Way better.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, but I mean, still,
It,
you still can't get that. I mean, the original decks. I think it was the Yugi, Joey, Kyber, and shit. What was it? The Pegasus?
so you had the two original decks, which was only Yugi and Kaiba.
Yeah,
Those were the original two. Those were the only decks you could get. That was before even packs came out.
yeah,
Those came out like 2-3 months before packs, if I remember correctly. I bought multiples of each one because when I found out you could have like three. So I bought 3 Yugis, I bought 3 Kaibas, and I
hmm,
mixed the Kaiba together because the original Kaiba deck came with Lord of D, which gave your dragons immunity,
yeah.
and because you could get Blue Eyes in it.
And
So
if
you
you
got
watched the
you had
show,
3
you
Blue
needed
Eyes.
3 of them, right?
Oh yeah, you needed 4 technically. So
Yeah,
so I had 3, and then that deck also had Flute of Summoning Dragon, which if you have a dragon in your hand and you play Flute of Summoning Dragon, you get to play 2 free dragons.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, I did run
And
research. Here. Oh, go ahead, Ronan.
I was just gonna say, and then I think it was like a year later, they came out with the Joey and Pegasus decks.
Yeah.
What made those so wanted was because at the time, I think it wasn't the first set. Maybe the second set is when you could finally get polymerization in a pack. And polymerization was so hard to get. And I forget what fusion at the time people were running in their decks. But polymerization was just stupid expensive because it was like, you're never getting this card.
Yeah, you have to get a whole freaking box of
I was so fucking
the
unlucky.
packs.
I got whatever set it came in, I got like 4 boxes and never pulled a single one.
Oh,
The
damn.
only time I ever got a polymerization was when the Joey and Pegasus decks came out. That's what it was. It was Thousand Eyes Restrict is what everybody was wanting to, or what everybody was using, and that thing was fucking broken.
Yeah.
But
There were
the
a
Joey
few
deck,
broken cards.
oh, Yu-Gi-Oh's always been broken. Like, they don't give a crap about that game. Konami doesn't give a crap about it. It prints money for them. But
Honestly, like when they started with all the what is it, these black and white card, the XY cards or whatever, and the pendulum cards, like I have no idea about that crap. Like, no, I just, like, my friend and I, we said no, we're going to stick to normal cards. We're not going to do that crap.
Mm.
yeah. But yeah,
So-
the Joey and Pegasus deck had poly, so those decks were almost impossible to get. Joey also had Red Eyes, which was cool.
Yes, Red Eyes was
Mhm.
awesome.
Red Eyes
card.
Black Dragon.
Love that card.
Yep.
So I did really research, Ronan. So
Yes.
the VHS set you have is from the Pioneer company, I think. They also released DVDs as well, which are out of print. So the set you have on VHS out of print. So are the DVDs.
Yep. It says Pioneer right there.
Yeah.
Why did I think it was fucking Ocean?
No, it's Pioneer. It is Ocean Dub, but it's Pioneer.
Okay. Because I was like, I know that's not Sabbath's voice for Vegeta.
No, like it is dubbed by Ocean Dub, but the company who that distributed it on VHS and DVD is called Pioneer. And then that's when Funimation came in and swooped out all of that up. The original Pioneer DVDs and VHS are out of print, unfortunately. I have looked for the DVD box set for the Frieza saga, for the Pioneer one, and I cannot find it. Just there's only single DVD volumes of that, unfortunately.
If that's the case, it probably happened during that whole transition when Pioneer, I guess, lost it to Funny.
Yeah. It's funny now because like what I like look back on it and okay, Ocean Dub was Ocean Dub. Funimation scooped that up. And now they're part of Crunchyroll now. Funny how that works.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, Ocean, either they somewhat changed their name or changed their name a little bit, but they're doing the dub for the new Adventures of Dai. And it's got a lot of the old voices from the Ocean DBZ series doing the Dai series now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian Drummond is the voicing the Dark Lord in
Oh,
that
I thought
series.
so. I thought he was doing
Yes.
Crocodile,
I recognize his
but
voice. That's him.
okay. Yes, I'm so happy to hear that too. Like, I'm listening to it, I'm like, that's not Sabbath, but I can't place who that is because there's a subtle difference in Sabbath's and Drummond's voice because I still claim to this day that Sabbath has no voice. He just stole Drummond's Vegeta and maybe tweaked it slightly. But yeah, but it's still so similar. Like
Yeah.
he instead of having like a high, so if we're thinking Vegeta, instead of Vegeta's voice being maybe a little more higher pitched, Sabbath brought it down and made it a little more lower,
hmm Yeah. The Dark
but
Lord's
same voice.
name is Hadler. I didn't get to
Yes,
that.
there.
I didn't. I didn't. I'm only 6 episodes in, so I didn't really get to that point that his name's revealed, or if it did, I might have missed that.
Oh, that anime goes really fast. I think by episode 6. Yeah, I think he's already revealed because it's what is it? It's first episode he meets the king, second episode he meets the princess, a third episode he meets the hero, and fourth episode he's training, and then
Yeah.
fifth and sixth episode is fighting Hadler.
Well, I'm at episode 6 right
I
now.
might be wrong.
I remember is that I left on, I think, episode 6. I think there were like, I think it was the orange crocodile.
Okay, so that's Crocodile. That's his next big foe, and honestly, I love Crocodile. He is so cool in the show. He's oh, how to say, he's I'm trying to think of another character that stands out as someone that has a lot. He reminds me a lot of Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho,
hmm
in all honesty. So yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah, episode 6. They meet the crocodile uh character. I didn't catch his name. I had to go rewatch it. Uh, one of Hadler's Legion commanders.
No, I didn't quite catch what anime are we?
Oh,
Okay.
it's called
Dragon
Dragon
Quest,
Quest
Oh,
The
Adventures
Adventure
of
of Dai.
Dai.
Yeah.
I read them like I read them like no, this was a couple like a
it's
years ago.
100 episodes.
Yep.
Like
Oh, okay.
maybe like I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. I think I was reading the manga online, and like I love this manga. I like to get it for myself, but at the time there was no American version of the manga released in the US. I'm like, damn it. um, but now since of last year, it's becoming available. I'm like, sweet. I got like 4 volumes of that so far.
There's a
Um,
lot of good manga that we're finally getting. Like Hajime no Ippo, we're finally getting English. It's on a, oh, I forget the site that you can start reading it on.
yeah.
But I'm waiting for Kingdom to be able to be available English because I would love to start reading that.
Kingdom, is that the is that the
That
same one I'm thinking of that had like does it have like 5 seasons?
Yes, the fifth season just started airing this season. It's a Chinese centric manga anime,
Right. So
and
the manga is not
takes
available in the US yet.
nope, never
Aw
has been as far as I
man.
know. You know what was funny? Toei, I think, was looking through their history and trying to find other stuff to capitalize on unfortunately on Toriyama's passing because they tweeted out 25 years ago today, we meet the Digidestined. Happy anniversary to the premiere of Digimon Adventure. And the name of the moon, today is the anniversary of the first episode of Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon being aired on Japanese television. Celebrate by sharing your favorite character of the classic series.
Sailor Moon.
I'm like, that seems a little weird that both of those are on similar days, and those are two big named animes that they have. And it's by Toei, who also has Dragon Ball and Z and all of its subsequent stuff. And it's, I don't know, maybe it's the conspiracy theorist in me thinking that, oh, they're just using Toriyama's death to boost some of their other shows.
I mean, probably wouldn't put it past them.
It's a company, and I'm with you on that. I don't trust them for anything. Like, they even tweeted this. This day back in 2000, we first saw Usopp get invited to join the Straw Hat crew. Who cares about a random episode and Usopp on top of that from One Piece?
Yeah, to be perfectly, I hate Usopp. I can't
I-
stand him.
Aw, he's
skipped-
funny. He's funny.
I skipped that whole arc when I was rewatching it because I was like, him and Chopper have the worst introductions in the entire show. I freaking hate them.
Chopper, I don't mind so much. It's just the constant whining and being scared. It's like, Jesus Christ.
He's
Well,
trying to
that's
be the
why I
great
don't
warrior,
like Chopper.
the
Yeah.
great warrior of the sea.
Dude, what no? Like, I can't. So Naruto broke me of whiny ass characters because it was like every time yelling and whining and yelling and whining and just it's basically just let me win, let me win, let me win, and I'm like, someone please kill him, please. I'm so sick of Naruto.
The original, I kind of liked it, but I was still a kid when it was airing on YouTube. You could watch the entire thing on YouTube.
You too.
Who doesn't
you
love
can actually
ninjas?
if you go to the Viz YouTube channel, you can actually watch a good bit of Naruto there.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
But
Granny
yeah, then
Tsunade. I mean, come on, dude.
but yeah, I'm so tired of whiny characters, yelling characters in anime. I'm over them. If they show up in a show, the show's probably done for me if they're very prevalent throughout the show, especially if it's the main character.
Yeah, that is my main problem with My Hero Academia. Is the constant crying.
I actually don't think Midoriya is as bad as some of the others.
It was
know.
yeah, I mean, but he's like the main character, and it's Midoriya, and then once All Might can no longer transform, he was crying all the time.
Right. I tell you one that did it for me, Asta from Black Clover. I could not. I watched 25 episodes of that show, and that's all it felt like Asta was doing half the time. Like, oh, he'd lose a fight. Okay, I'm gonna go train, and I'm gonna scream and yell and just constantly screaming. And I'm like, no, fuck this character. I hate this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I found the manga. I like you know what? It's good. There's more manga coming out in Japan to the US. I'm like waiting for this series to come out in the US. It's called Garamon. Sets in the middle of Edo period. Unfortunately, it's not available in the U.S., and I wish it was. Um, the author, I hopefully I can say their name right. Naraka Maru Yosuke. I thought it was a good middle Edo period piece, and reminded me a lot of Rurouni Kenshin, to be honest. Oh, I'm not all of it, but some of it.
Yeah, I don't know it.
I'm not too familiar with it myself.
Nah, this manga, what I'm talking about, you're only able to read it on online.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, granted, to be honest, I had all of the Dragon Ball manga at home, but moving around so much and shit like that, going from Germany to the States and then back, I don't have them. I read everything online now.
Y'all want to see something funny? Because I just remembered a thing.
What's up, YouTube?
Like
This is something that's been on my heart for a long time.
Yeah, that looks like old.
You know, all I ever wanted to be in life was a Super Saiyan. You know, ever since I was a kid, I used to always look up to Goku and Vegeta, Gohan. I used to just look at them and just wonder, like, how come I'm just a human being? You know, I'm so worthless.
That Krillin is
what can
cool.
I do? I can run. I can.
So what?
I said Krillin is cool. Come on.
I like Krillin.
Jump. I can flip.
Tien was the goat,
and it's just like
man.
we are so limited as human beings, and I just feel like when I see superheroes, why can't we be that exciting and that awesome? Like, why can't I wake up and if I'm late for school, just teleport there and be on time?
He's got a point.
But I feel like,
I mean, ever since I saw instant transmission and Goku using it, I was like, if I ever had a choice of any kind of superpower, it would be teleportation, because then I could like go places instantly. If I wanted to travel, I'd just go there instantly, or even better yet, make work a lot easier, because then people could just hire me to instantly bring their goods to them. Like, I was thinking of practical uses for powers.
Speaking of goods, Brandon, do you remember that Burger King had these Dragon Ball Z figures? Have like
yes.
Let me bring it up and show you share screen.
But to the video that you have up right now, I mean, come on, who hasn't tried to turn into a Super Saiyan?
And like, granted, I know everyone has, but this guy, it's after all that, like all that shit's sad. But yeah.
all right.
Like, he puts his ambient music on.
Deep in thought here.
Oh yeah. Yells. Oh. Like, he's gotta go SSJ.
Is Mom gonna walk in?
Like, what the heck are you doing?
Oh, I'd love, like, if this was like a Spanish mom walk in and just smack him upside the head with a chancla. Like, he gotta be home alone. Look at the pain in his forehead.
Yeah,
Like-
dude, you're gonna give yourself a brain aneurysm.
Yeah. Like, unfortunately, this kid was not old enough or informed enough to
You
know
look
that
like-
if you do this kind of thing, you
You're gonna
can
f-
pop a blood vessel.
You're gonna feel lightheaded, man.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like 14 years. This dude looks like he's 14.
It probably was. Like, I'd love an update to this kid.
My name is Jalen, and I am a Super Saiyan.
I mean, yeah, who hasn't done stuff like that? I mean, I've tried to
Oh.
turn Super Saiyan. I've tried to use the Force to move objects. I mean, come on.
100. Oh, wait. No, what the hell am I doing?
I was sharing my screen, Ronan.
Yeah, I was trying to get that off.
Yeah, I remember these little figures, like the figures of Goku and Gohan, and you have the little cards. I think the stand always also lights up and stuff and makes little noises.
Cool.
I think I had Goku and Piccolo. I think I didn't get the others. I so wanted the Super Saiyan one, which is gold. I didn't get that, unfortunately.
I had every single one of these.
Awesome.
I blame Cool Toys for making me fat as a kid because
And Burger King.
oh my god, whenever I was asked what I wanted, and my grandparents, like, they did a little bit of spoiling here and there, but it was like, okay, we're out. What do you want to eat? Burger King. Burger King. Especially when Pokemon was going on Burger King. Like, oh my god.
I mean, come on,
And-
Burger King and McDonald's, they used to have awesome toys.
Used to.
I
Used
bet
to.
you $5 y'all don't remember the KFC toys.
No,
I wouldn't
didn't have a
know. I
KFC around.
don't really go to KFC.
I didn't.
I
Yeah, I
had
didn't have a KFC around
two
until I was
around me.
older.
The usual places I usually go to were like Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's.
We had McDonald's, a Sonic, and
Oh yeah, Sonic,
Taco Bell, and
Taco
Pizza
Bell,
Hut.
TGI Fridays.
Nope, didn't have one of those.
So I had probably too much fast food around me. But yeah. So KFC didn't even do toys.
Mhm.
But yeah, they started selling Pokemon plushies at KFC.
Plushies?
Not even good ones. Zubat, Vulpix, Dratini, and Seal.
Yeah.
Torchic. But yeah. The thing is I don't even think they had like a Happy Meal style meal at KFC. So you had to buy these
Separately.
separate.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think they were like 10 or 15 bucks at the time.
Aw, What a rip.
That's expensive.
For that time period, yeah.
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 You try
even-
convincing a parent to go to KFC and buy your 11, 12-year-old male child a plushie in the South. Good
Yeah.
luck. I did. My dad thought I was a little for it. And I don't think he ever stopped thinking I started batting for the other team, even though I have 2 kids now. But I think he suspects that is just a cover.
I mean, All you had to do is just, hey, did you look at Misty?
No comment. They didn't age her up in the show, so I'm not commenting on this.
Hey, we were kids when Pokemon was coming out, so I mean, it's all right.
We were. And if I was still 11, 12 years old, there are certain things that I would probably say. But I am damn near 40, and just because I would have said it when I was a kid doesn't mean it's all right for me to say it now.
All right, then how about Jessie?
I can say whatever the fuck I want about Jessie. She is well over the age of 20.
Exactly.
Oh, I remember. I don't really go to this place anymore. But back when I was a kid, I used to go to Dairy Queen, and remember, they were giving pound plushies, mini pound puppies plushies in the at the
Fuck.
Dairy Queen.
Y'all see this?
What? I can't really see.
The N-bomb?
Oh, what the hell?
Can I like? It is a baby dressed up as a Klansman. Black attack. Flip a coin if heads prevent all effects of an attack, including damage done to. Oh, okay. They didn't even bother to change the N-bomb.
Yeah, someone's asking for their ass to get beat.
This is like, I'm going to dress my kid up and it's going to be funny.
No.
How did getting KFC get like fake Pokemon cards? Oh my god.
I don't know. But
No.
the KFC is doing something interesting. So if they have this new item, it's a chicken and pizza combo called Chizza.
Oh,
Yeah, the bread is chicken, is crispy chicken.
yep.
I think you want to
what you're talking about.
rethink the name.
I have to jump. I just looked at the time.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm about to probably end it myself.
All right.
I'm,
But I really do, so I can get ready for the next stream.
What you got going on, man?
I wrote it down somewhere. To remember everything. Like, so right now I'm going and at the top of the hour I'm going to be on Friday Night Royal Rumble. Then it depends what time I'm going to be on. If I'm going to be on like right after Royal Rumble, or if I'm just going to go to sleep and wake up later, because there's like a 12-hour stream. Ballbusters Pub with Dermy and The Devil Made Me Do It. They're trying to get money together to go to Vegas and stuff. And
Hell yeah.
on Sunday, over on Anna's Rumble channel, we're going to be watching The Crow. Going to be a first for me. So that should be good. And then Mondays, we've got the Insert Culture.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's nice. It's chill.
Oh, I'm just thinking that we will probably do more Toriyama talk, if I had to guess, with Brandon, because he was, I think he was definitely more familiar with Toriyama as an artist for games than he was an animator.
Yeah.
I think what Brandon probably played a lot of the Dragon Quest games, if I remember right, him talking about.
I think so. And yeah, I mean, we've been, he's never seen the Dragon Ball series. That's why we started watching it. And so, yeah, it'll be good. Be some topics on there for everyone.
Yes.
But thanks for having me on. was fun, reminiscing about Dragon Ball, reminiscing about toys and food.
Toys.
Yeah,
It's just a great combination. Toys and food.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you all have fun and see you soon. Take
So
care.
yeah, man.
Later.
You too. That's not the screen I wanted. That was the one I wanted. Did you ever try the donut chicken sandwich?
No.
Yeah, KFC had this too. Ugh. I couldn't imagine it tasting good. Oh my god! But yeah, the chiza or chitza, whatever the
Chizza.
chiza. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cheese on my chicken, and I don't know, pepperoni on chicken just doesn't sound like a good mixture of meats. Plus, it looks messy. Ah, foods,
Yummy.
right? Oh, but I do think I'm gonna end it here, Raquel. I'm tired, and I think I actually need to eat. I
I
don't
do
remember if
too.
I ate.
I need to get some grub in my stomach.
Yeah. So what you got going on?
Well, tomorrow I'll be doing a tribute stream for Akira Toriyama for tomorrow night. I say between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time on my main channel. So hopefully I'll see you here, guys. It is open panel, so um actually, yeah, it is open panel, but if I do have limited space on the panel, so it will not like be on the panel with me. Just RSVP me and contact me either on Discord or Twitter.
Alrighty. And I will try to make it if I get time, because you said it was gonna be 8 at night
Yeah,
Central
between
Time?
8. I'm not really sure on the time right now, but it's between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, yeah, that's so that would be Central, so that'd be an hour from me, so that'd be 9, 10 o'clock my time. Okay. Yeah, if I'm free or not passed out tomorrow, yeah, I'll either swing by and be in chat, or I might try to be on said panel.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on the time right now because I've been sleeping good for the past few days.
I feel you there. I definitely do. But I do appreciate you being on tonight.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. And guys, definitely go check out Raquel. And I want to thank everyone that was on the panel and everyone that's been watching. It's been a real treat.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, I think I've had better viewership over on Twitter X than I have on YouTube tonight, which is crazy. Which I don't think on X you can interact with anybody. I don't think they've introduced uh, a chat over there yet.
I
I think
don't
it's
know.
just
I don't.
stream.
Huh. I wouldn't know anything about that.
But really interesting. But guys, if y'all want to chat, definitely check out the my profile on X and come over here to YouTube and chat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would be real fun. Good but sad. Yes. So I'm gonna play that short little tribute that I made or right before stream again. I just want to definitely say that my thoughts and prayers go out to the Toriyama family and friends, and it's definitely hurts to lose somebody, and it's the internet has been insane for the outpour of positivity today, and I
Well, there
normally don't
were
see.
there was a lot of positivity. I like, when things like this happen, people come together and stuff like that, which is beautiful. I just wish, you know, we don't need someone's death to bring us together. You know what I mean?
It would be nice if things like that didn't have to happen, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, we are human beings and we are kind of made to disagree,
Right.
free will and whatnot. We don't always see things the same, which is a good thing. And as much as I don't think anyone really likes the fighting, we do have to stand up for what we believe in at the end of the day. But it is nice that on special occasions like this,
Yeah.
that there can be more
Positivity.
positivity
Yeah.
and cries of love and joy
Mm-hmm.
versus the anguish and sadness. And I am floored at what I have seen. Like I honestly, I think I've been fairly lucky in that I've not seen any negativity. I think the worst thing that I seen was someone
Yeah, I did
talking.
see that someone posted something on Twitter that was negative about Tournament. I'm like, what the heck? You
Yeah,
got to be
and dude got,
a major douche to do that.
you do, and you can't be too smart either, because no matter how you feel, if if leave your comments for another day, because if you're going to crap on somebody as loved as Toriyama on the day of his passing, you are not going to have a good day.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Best to ignore those bad apples. Uh-oh, I think Ronan froze. Oh no! Ronan, come back! Oh dear. I think Ronan's uh computer crashed. He was tired of just talking to me, says Reagan. Now I think his computer crashed. Oh dear. Even though it's a solemn day, it's also an interesting day as well. Oh no, his computer did crash. Okay. Um. Oh, I guess I'll have to hold on the fort while till he comes. I wasn't planning to stream today, but okay. um. Well. The other works of Akira Toriyama, like the Sandland one. I know it has a video game, but I'm not really familiar with the series itself. I would like to get into that. Oh wait, yeah, there's the video game coming out, and yeah, the series is coming out sometime this year as well. Um, Supposed to be premiered in Japan on August 18th. No, that was last year. Yeah, so premiered on August 18th of last year. So it should be coming out sometime this year. Where's the video game supposed to come out? Video game April. So yeah. So yeah, next month. Let's see if I can find when the anime series is supposed to come out. Release date. Says supposed to be debuting on March 20th. So that will be not next week, but the following week on a Wednesday. First 7 episodes will be on Disney Plus globally, while Disney Plus doesn't have anything to do with anime. That's weird. Like, I don't know why Disney's getting their hands on anime, because it's not really known for anime, and plus, with the way things are going for Disney, I'd rather not have them touch anime. Yeah. But yeah, I would. I'm definitely gonna watch that series. Once I'm done with watching Dragon Quest, Adventures of Dai. I don't know how many episodes of Dragon Adventures of Dai right now. Let's see here. Will it tell us? So 100 episode. I might be wrong on this. So there's 100 episodes out right now. I don't know if that's the whole series or not. It's just a season. Let's see here. Okay, so it ran to began in October 2020 and ended October 22nd of October 3rd, 2020 and to October 22nd, 2022. So it's finished. Has 100 episodes. So yeah, I think it's finished. Yeah, the whole series is finished. All right, so that was something I want to take my time on, for sure. I'm not really sure Ronan's going to come back or not. Hopefully, I wonder if he lost internet connection. Hopefully, he'll come back in a few minutes or several. Let's see. Is anything like new happening right now? Anything new going on? Let's see. What's anything trending? Dungeon Meshi. Oh, the Delicious in Dungeon. Right. I have started to watch that show. Haven't really finished it or anything like that. Taking my time with it, really. Let's see. Here, My Hero Academia season 7's coming up soon. I'm like I think I left off on season 6 on that anime series. Any anime from the season interest you? Let's see here. This season. It's spring, right? Well, technically spring, but let's see here. It's March, right? March 2024. All right. New. Ongoing anime. Oh, Blue Exorcist season 3. I need to catch up on that. Delicious in Dungeon. Still working on that. There's season 5 of Kingdom. I think I really got up to like season 4 of that. One Piece is still ongoing. That's no surprise. So we're still technically in the winter season right now. So yeah, winter. What's any anime? Yeah, Blue Exorcist season 3. Ooh, this one. Something. What's the American name for it? Because I cannot pronounce that. Mr. Villain's Day Off with the panda. Oh, I definitely want to see that one. The cute little panda. I love the cute little panda. Let's see here. What else? Ooh, what's this one? Fluffy Paradise. Ooh, I like this one. So it's let's see here. So this person, who's a female, gets reincarnated in another world. Let's see. And she has powers that cause her to be loved by all living things other than humans. That includes not only animals, but holy beasts, white tigers, dragons, even monsters like goblins and frozen spiders. Interesting. Yurisei Yatsura. I have heard of that. I mean, I know it's a very old anime. It sounds like this is like a reboot of this anime series. Haven't really looked into it. Maybe I will. Ooh, Papa Papa Pa Paripiri Kome Road to Summer Sonia. Ooh, I would like to watch that. let's see here. What else catches my eye? I think that's it for that really catches my eye for this season. What about next season of springtime, which is April?
Hello.
And you're back. Okay.
Fudge with all this.
Let's see. Third season, as I reincarnated as a slime. I'm looking forward to that for season 3. When the spring season of anime kicks off next month. But now back to you, Ronan. Ronan? Are you still having trouble? Seems like his mic is going on the fritz. Do 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 do.
Hello.
All right, I hear you now.
Okay. I've got too many like sub routine programs going on. So I just had to hard mic in. Anyways, thank you, Raquel. I'm actually surprised you're still here.
Oh, of course, I want to leave the audience hanging.
I'll be honest, I wasn't thinking about coming back because I was like, oh, my computer shut off. Okay, stream's dead. So I actually went and started making me food. While I was letting my computer come up, and I was just gonna come back and see what happened. And well, you are a trooper and an amazing person. Like,
Thank you.
I would have just left. I was like, okay, he was leaving anyway, so I'm out.
Do that because believe it or not, Rowan, even though your computer is shut down, the stream was still ongoing.
Yeah, you know, I like in the middle of making my quesadilla, I was like, wait a minute. That was a software or another program that I was running the stream through. I bet you it's still going. Oh man, this is going to be embarrassing. I'm going to have to edit out like 20, 30 minutes of dead air because I bet you Raquel jumped off as soon as I blacked out.
No, I hold the fort. So I was talking about stuff with the audience while I was waiting for you to come back.
Well, I certainly do appreciate it. And you got more conversation out of ray guns than I've gotten all night. I'm jealous.
Aw, you're gonna make me blush.
I'm very jealous.
Hey, Wade.
He's on my channel. What's up, Wade? Nice to have you here, but I am going to end it before I have another
Crash.
unfortunate power outage. So Raquel, again, thank you so much for
You're
holding
welcome.
down the fort, guys. If y'all have not seen Raquel sub to her, watch your stuff, please go watch her. If you can't tell, she's an amazing person who definitely deserves the watch.
Thank you.
But I do appreciate it. I'm out. she's out, and here is that little tribute that I put together for Mr.